So the UK government has decided to bring good news to each and every one of us. So on 24th December 2021, UK government has announced that it's going to add healthcare workers, home care workers and healthcare assistants to the occupational shortage list. So this news is going to give more people who have healthcare experience the opportunity to migrate to the UK. Also, employers are going to be able to give sponsorship to people with such experience for them to be able to come to the UK and work. So if you want to get the details about what this announcement is all about, please stay tuned, watch till the end, and please make sure you share with others and subscribe to the channel and support us. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. On this channel we talk about anything that has to do with migrating to the UK. I also share tips on life in UK in general. Also, whenever there is any update or any announcement about any type of visa, I do share it as well. So please subscribe to the channel, stick around and consider subscribing. So normally before you migrate to the UK to work, you should get an employer here in the UK who will give you a certificate of sponsorship. And for any company to be able to give you that certificate of sponsorship, the type of job that they are giving you should be a type of job that is listed under the occupational shortage list. So the UK government keeps on updating this list and they keep on adding a lot of jobs to this occupational shortage list. So there is already nurses, doctors, teachers. There is a whole list of jobs or professions on this list. In early part of 2022, the UK government is also adding home care workers and healthcare assistants to this occupational shortage list. That means any employer here in the UK who wish to employ such people from overseas can get sponsorship, give it to these workers for them to be able to apply for a work visa to come to the UK. I hope it's clear. I hope I've given a clear explanation to this. So since they've added the care workers, home care workers to the occupational shortage list, anybody who has any form of healthcare experience at all would also qualify to apply for a job in this sector to come to the UK to work. As you can see clearly on their website, it's saying care workers. So UK to ease immigration rules for care workers as shortage worsens. So there's been a loss of more than 40,000 staff over the past 6 months, and this has prompted recruitment from overseas to help in fill up these chronic gaps. So immigration rules will be relaxed for care workers, care assistants and home care workers to be added to the occupational shortage list. And once it's added to the occupational shortage list, it means employers are allowed to give sponsorship to people who are in these sectors to be able to recruit them. So I'm just going to break this video down as much as possible so that we can all get a better understanding of what this whole news is all about. So I'm going to break it down and explain why this visa has been launched and also the benefits you get from this type of visa. I'll also mention a few things that you need to do in order for you to take advantage of this opportunity. I'll also talk about the salary that you should at least be expecting in order for you to come on this type of visa. So since UK left the EU, now the EU citizens are not automatically qualified to get jobs. They also have to apply just like anybody from any other country. So it's like we are competing with them in a way. So if you are from Africa, you stand an equal chance of getting a job with anybody from EU because UK is no longer part of the European Union. So because of that, most of the EU citizens left the UK, and this has led to a lot of shortages in so many sectors, especially in the healthcare sector. Another reason is the pandemic. This has even worsened the staffing in the healthcare sector. So because of this, UK government is finding it very, very challenging to find people to fill in these gaps. So in order to combat all of these shortages, the UK government is doing everything in their power to make it easy for so many people to migrate into the UK to work. And that is why they've put this measure in place to make sure that a lot of occupations are added to the list. And that is why they've added this healthcare assistant or home care workers to the occupational shortage list. So this is going to open so many doors to so many people. So when is this going to be launched? The UK government has not stated a specific date in this year, but then on their website it says early 2022. So once we begin this new year, they are going to start reviewing this process and then launch it quite early, and I believe at least within the first quarter of this year this should take effect, and it's going to be in place for a minimum of 12 months. So once it's launched, it's going to be in place for a minimum of 12 months, after which they are going to review. So that means you have to keep an eye out for any updates that I'll put on this channel, so that the moment it's launched, you apply as soon as possible, because they are going to review it and see how best they can amend things, so nobody knows the amendments they are going to make. Let's talk about who is eligible for taking advantage of this opportunity. So since it's open to all healthcare workers, so even if you're a registered nurse back home and maybe you've tried several times and not getting the IELTS requirements to register with the UK Nursing and Midwifery Board, you qualify to apply for this. At least you can use this as a stepping stone, and then once you come here later on, you can try and then write your IELTS, your CBT, and register with the UK Nursing Board. Also, anybody with any healthcare experience back home at all, if you're a healthcare assistant, if you're an enrolled nurse, you also qualify to apply for this type of visa. So let's talk about the benefits that you get from coming on this type of care worker visa. So you do not only come as an individual, but then you are allowed to come with your dependents. So if you are married, you can come with your spouse, you can come with your children as well, so which is very, very good. So you don't come in here and leave your family behind. They also qualify to come along with you. Another good thing about this is, as you gather your documents to apply for this type of visa, because the employer is going to give you a sponsorship letter, you don't need to prove any funds. Or what I mean by this, like adding a bank statement to your documents. I came to the UK on this type of visa, and so I didn't have to add a bank statement to my documents. There's also a 50% reduction in the visa fee for this type of care worker visa, so you don't need to worry so much about the visa fee, especially if you're going to come with your dependents. Also, you are exempted from paying the immigration health searcher, which is the IHS. So the IHS is something you pay in addition to your visa fee, so you are exempted from paying this. So all you need to pay is your visa fee, and that's it. And with this type of visa, there's going to be a fast track processing for you, as well as a faster decision-making process. So once you put in the application, you will not need to wait for months and months and months before you hear from them, because they are really in need of people. So there's no point in wasting time once you put in your application when you get the job offer. So will this allow you to get settlement? I believe that definitely this will lead into settlement, although they've mentioned that it's going to be in effect, it's going to be in place for 12 months, after which they will review. Since there is a high shortage of healthcare workers, I believe definitely they would extend this visa for you in order for you to remain here up until 5 years, whereby you can apply for settlement. And once you live here for 5 years, in the next year, you apply for UK citizenship. So inclusion of this type of occupation on the occupational shortage list means that the employer should at least be able to offer you a salary of £20,480 per annum. So if you break this down and divide it by 12, at least it should give you a fair idea of what you'd be expecting as salary per month. So lastly, I'm going to talk to you about what you also need to do on your part whilst we wait for this new type of visa to be implemented. So what you need to do is, if you don't have a passport, at least if you have this dream and this desire of coming to the UK and don't really know exactly what or how to go about this, is opportunity for you. So just start making arrangements. If you don't have a passport, please apply for a passport. If you don't have an international driving license, please apply for an international driving license in your home country before you come here, because you never know what other opportunities might come up when you get here. You should also bear in mind that due to the pandemic, healthcare workers are expected to be double vaccinated as from 1st April. So if you wish to take advantage of this opportunity, please make sure you have your vaccination before you come in, so that once this is launched, you take advantage of this opportunity. Also, make inquiries on where you can do your tuberculosis test and where you can do your IELTS test back in your home country. If you don't know anything about this at all, just start making all of these inquiries and prepare yourself ahead of time, so that the moment it's launched, you don't miss the opportunity. Because once it's launched, it's going to be in effect for 12 months. You're going to review it after 12 months, and nobody knows what changes might come up. So you need to take advantage of it and prepare yourself. You also need to start preparing for IELTS, because one thing is, in order for you to come to the UK, at least you should prove your English language proficiency. Although it's not stated on the website specifically as to the IELTS score that you need to get, if you're coming to the UK, you only need the UK VI, and I don't expect it to be as high as what the UK NMC will require. So just prepare yourself for the IELTS. Start reading materials on the internet, and also you can even write this IELTS ahead of time so that the moment it's launched, at least you've got it ready, so that if you get a job offer and the employer asks you for your English language proficiency, at least you've got the IELTS certificate to show. So let me just give you this tip. If you're watching this video, and even if you don't have any experience at all but desire to really take advantage of this opportunity, what I would advise you to do is to at least just do some form of internship in a hospital or any health facility near you, so that at least you can get a basic experience in healthcare. Because definitely once you get the job offer, they would interview you. So if they interview you and they realize that you don't have any basic experience at all, it will be difficult for them to get you the job offer, because once this is launched, so many people will be applying. So at least if you have like the basic level of experience, it's going to be very, very beneficial. So that's all for now as far as this announcement that UK government has made is concerned. And since it's about to be launched, I'm going to keep an eye out for any update that will come, and definitely I'll share with you. So if you've not watched the video I did on how you can apply for a senior carer job, please, we can I'll leave the link somewhere. You can watch that as well. Maybe you'll find it beneficial and also share with others. I'll come your way again the moment I get any updates about this type of visa, and I'll definitely share it with you all. So just stay tuned, keep supporting the channel, and see you in my next video. Bye.